friendly banter.
But that banter turned into a shooting, sending the crowd running, and that's when Leday says she was shot. After a week in the hospital, she was finally released.
What was it like when you went home?
That's when the real stuff started. I had a panic attack as soon as I got home.
Born and raised in Houston, the community's rallying around her recovery, raising money on a GoFundMe page to help pay for her medical bills. Leday knows her recovery will take time, physically and emotionally, but is thankful she survived.
I was just grateful that I did, because the place that it hit in my head, I just feel like it was a miracle.
We'll have more.
Paperwork can say 1,000 words. There's a snitch involved in this case, that's for sure. Just read all the redacted statements. You know that there's a snitch involved. But it's a shame because of the senseless violence that we have going on in our city streets. Things like this is, people celebrate it. And it's a shame for the mothers who have to go through this type of stuff. Ignorance, arrogance. We see that King Vine put $100,000 to get FBG Duck murdered in the streets of Chicago, mob style. And this is accepted. I'm not saying in our day that we didn't have the same aspirations to do things like this, because we all watch mob movies wanting to be in a mob. And this hit King Von put on FBG Duck was carried out. And I think all the elements of being in a mob is in this case. You have your stone cold killers, and then you also have your snitches. And everybody's probably wondering, who is the snitch? We heard rumors that Lil Durk has snitched on Vine in Atlanta. Is Lil Durk possibly the snitch? Or is it someone else that we don't know? Does it really matter who's the snitch? Does this senseless violence, will it continue? Get back. Back door. This is all mothers that's suffering from things like this, and families that's suffering from the ignorance that our young black men are putting us through. Was there another way to settle this? Did FBG Duck have to die? I understand both sides, that they shed blood too. So somebody had to pay, right? But did they really? Was there another way to work this thing out? We'll never know. But what we do know is that there is absolutely a snitch, and there's evidence in this case that's going to lock other young black mans up in the system that keeps us all down when we get in that system. There's no rehabilitation. It's just basically slavery. So my heart goes out to the parents of these young men, King Vine, FBG Duck, the men that are in jail, the other man that's not in jail, who's waiting to get back. My heart goes out to them, because we have to find another way to have peace. I'm not saying that we're not going to go to war, we're not going to fight. That's normal. But do we have to kill each other? Do we have to kill each other? Why do we have to kill each other? Why we just can't fight each other, fight it out, and the loser just goes home? If you have a one-on-one fight, it's still respected, right? It's supposed to be, but not these days.